Today, appearance day of Happy birthday, Burberry. Happy birthday. So they sing a song.
As an offering.
We should sing a song and they should sing a song.
They should too.
Maharaj, this is my friends. They're a Hawaiian family and they came to meet you tonight. Is there, it's my friend Kiwi. Want to introduce your family?
What is his name?
Wendy,
Name? Oshi.
so daughter Kaya, and my son Kobe.
Hello.
Thank you for coming. There's some room for you. Right here. Some room for you.
You have to sing. I'm not singing.
Yeah, whenever you want me, I'll be there. I'll pick up some. Tuning. Oh, then you want to use mine?
I think that's pretty good.
Is that tuned? You're not.
I didn't hear you.
Okay. Then you can plug in here, this has, that's for you. It's for you. Hold her mic. I'll hold her mic. Okay, here's being turned on. Beginning. Here you go. Oh yeah, I used to compose a song. Yeah. Rajnath Prabhu is awesome. So Gurudev, so nice to meet you. I wish I had the same security that he had.
Just a businessman.
Huh? Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga 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 Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai
Our Gurudev used to say that if we do kirtan, we also chant loudly. Those who are not chanting, those who are chanting, all their reactions from their previous activities, they fly away. And those who are not chanting, it will fly in their ears and it will come to them. So als niet aan het knoeien, very peaceful. When we chant all together, it is very, 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 very.
No one's dancing.
Dancing,
Yes.
huh?
Yes, no
Yes.
one's dancing yet.
I dance a temple piece.
In the end, we can dance because today is dancing party. Your birthday party.
Oh, okay.
Ajnanatirmirandasya jnananjana salakaya chakshur unmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Sri Guru Dinatarine Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha Sitetanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Anarpita Charim Chirat Karunaya Vatirna Kalo Samarpaitu Unata Ujjvala Rasam Svabhakti Sriyam Haripurata Sundara Duti Kadamba Sandipitaha Sadaridaye Kamdare Spuratuva Sachinam Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vairacya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I offer my unlimited Dandavat pranams unto the lotus feet of my Paramaraja, the Guru Padma. Om Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Parivrajak Acharya Ashtotara Sata Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Unto his dearmost friends and eternal associates, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Vedanta Trivikram Goswami Maharaj. I offer my unlimited Dandavat pranams and pray for their cosmic. Unto Srila Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Parakyan Kesava Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, all our Rupa Nuga Guru Varga, all spiritual masters, all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, all the eternal associates of Sri Radha and Krishna, Sri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu. I offer my unlimited Dandavat pranams and pray for their causeless mercy. Unto all the devotees who have assembled here this evening, headed by Pujyapat Bhakti Swarup Sridhar Maharaj and Sripad Nirahari Prabhu, Sripad Krishna Kanti Prabhu, Sripad Sri Ranjiv Prabhu. This evening Prabhu has come, and Gopal Prabhu, Vedanta Sutra Prabhu, and Sripad Gaur-Sundar Prabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, all, and especially Sripad Pankaj Prabhu, and Dainidhi Prabhu, Lakshmipati Prabhu, all devotees, brothers and sisters, please accept my humble Dandavat pranams and give your causeless mercy. Now, we are continuing sharing with each other what we have learned and heard from our transcendental masters. Even though our language is broken, not perfect, still we are trying to inspire each other to take full advantage and obtain the most benefit from the moments that we share with each other. This is not an ordinary gathering. This gathering is meant to uplift us, to bring us in that era where we are naturally, where we belong, where we are part of, that is the transcendental realm. This is our natural position, our eternal position, and it is full of joy. And it is also consists of perfect knowledge. There is no imperfection there, no inability, no anxiety. Everything is full of bliss, eternal bliss. And we all have a most beautiful body there, which is eternally young and fresh and filled with extreme eagerness and inspiration to render loving service to the most beautiful personality, that is Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, but not just the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although this message of religion, which is propagated by Supreme Personality of God Himself, that is Sri Krishna in the form of Sri Satchidananda Gaurahari, the process of this beautiful chanting the names of the Lord, which is recommended in each and every authentic religion, is completely capable of improving the quality of our life, materially as well as spiritually. And whatever we want to obtain from this process of religion, the chanting of the names of God, we can very easily obtain. Especially we can obtain material, religious life, which will result in good karma, good results, will obtain peace of mind, will obtain enough facilities to live a life which is in harmony with our inner nature. Also, we will be able to obtain opportunities to easily enjoy the facilities that are available in this world, so that we do not feel any lack. Especially we can obtain the position that is granted even to those who are against God. That is called liberation. Liberation from all material problems is very easily obtainable by this process of chanting the names of God. But what is very rare and unique and very special and most valuable, which is not obtainable in even billions of years, 4,320,000,000 years by practicing religion, that very special result is obtainable when we engage in this practice of chanting the holy names of God in this particular period that we live in. That is called Golokira Premadan, Hari Nama Sankirtan. This time, Krishna, although he incarnates in each and every millennium and age to propagate the process of religion and to annihilate those who are obstructing obstacles, miscreants. In this particular age, he has descended from the transcendental world, Golokira. That is the transcendental world, into this manifested material creation, to distribute the process of religion, that is the chanting, the glorification of His name, His qualities, His pastimes, His beautiful form and His associates, filled with transcendental Prem. That prem is such a nature that if we investigate it, we will become completely amazed how it is possible that we can obtain such a position. We have discussed last few days the position of Manjari, how special that is. We will discuss more this evening, especially we will hear what is the meaning of Kinkari. Very interesting. Now, this is obtainable for living entities that are here sitting. We have the opportunity to obtain that, if we desire so. Sometimes devotees, although the Sankirtan movement headed by the generals of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like our most respectable Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. He is one of the topmost generals bringing this message, this beautiful gift of transcendental love, prem, to Western world, the pure message teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He brought this to Western world. Single-handedly, he distributed it everywhere, and he established everywhere embassies, centers that were replica or non-different from transcendental Goloka Vrindavan. There he gave each and everyone who entered and who showed even a little interest an entry form, how we can progress and obtain that supreme wealth that is Raganuga, or spontaneous bhakti. Believe it or not, our Gurudev especially was very adamant that this is the gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Many who have come in the fold of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, especially Westerners, they are known for mental, how do you call it? Speculation and exhaustion. They like to debate and discuss endlessly about what is this, what is that, and how it is not. And then they write books also. They write many, many books about what goes on in their mind, and what is their interpretation of the ideal scriptures of our previous teachers, who are all generals. To publish a book and to write and to debate and argue, this is not a, difficult achievement. Each and every one of us can write books. Some of us have done maybe even, I don't know. And they can publish and distribute, and they can give it on internet and discuss. But really, we can only discover the essence, the true value of religion if we listen from those who are completely realized. So our Srila Prabhupada, our transcendental master Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, especially, they were very concerned that the audience, those who come in the fold of this Krishna consciousness mission, that they understand the genuine gift and most valuable treasure which is obtainable. And that is why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. All other incarnations of Krishna, they came in previous ages, and they established the process of religion. But what is the speciality of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? We mentioned yesterday, he came to taste something. Prem ras niryas korite ashpadam. He came to taste. That was his Maharaj telling. That was his own problem or his own tension. How he could taste. He was here in this world 5,000 years ago for 120 plus years, and he could not taste this. Rather, he was completely amazed. How they love me. How the Brajavasis, especially Gopis, especially Srimati Radharani, how much they love me, I cannot understand. So I have to somehow or other make a plan how to understand this. So how I can relish the mood and taste the happiness and understand why she is so much attracted to me, Srimati Radharani. It is only possible if I obtain her mood. And how to obtain that mood? Krishna has to either steal it or borrow it. So our Gurudev is telling that he cannot steal it without the permission of Srimati Radharani. Yeah, because he is more intelligent. We have heard yesterday also. How she, although she has only 25 qualities, she overpowers Krishna, yeah, with his 64 qualities. She's so expert. Yeah. So somehow or other he obtained her mood. And then he was able to relish. Yeah. He was able to solve his tension and his problems to some extent. Yeah. Still, to completely expertly relish, he needed a lot of help, and he still needs a lot of help from all those who are very eager to improve and increase his happiness. Yeah. If this is his desire, he should try and relish it. So all, especially Lalita and Vishaka, Saki, they came and they helped, and they daily met with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Gambhira to help him taste, relish, and solve his tension, his problem, that he could experience those beautiful, loving moods in the heart, which are unprecedented, completely pure, which are beyond the understanding of our material intellect. But still we discuss them. Why? Our Guru Maharaj is telling to create eagerness, interest, desire to also one day obtain, yeah, participate in these beautiful, loving pastimes, yeah, which are completely comprised of spontaneous, yeah, most affectionate, most loving, transcendental exchanges. And we can be part of that if we want, if we desire. Yeah. It is our golden chance to enter this era. This is really the gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which comes, yeah, in the same prayer. Prem ras niryas korite ashvadan, to taste the prem. Then raga marga bhakti loke korite prachara. Prachar means to distribute, to teach, to inspire. That is raga marg, the path of raga marg. And many of our acharyas are telling that we should worship this path. And it is completely correct. Because this path is to be worshipped. This is the only aim and object of our spiritual practices. This is the meaning of all our spiritual endeavors. This is called bhajana. Yeah? Kriti. To engage in bhajan means to endeavor to worship, to with full dedication obtain and realize this conception of spontaneous, loving relationship, transcendental mellow with transcendental personality. See Krishna in Vrindavan. Aradyo Bhagavan Brajesha Tanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam. That personality who is no longer the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has become the Son. Can you imagine God has father and mother? It is not possible. But for God, the impossible is possible. Otherwise he cannot be God. So his beauty, most attractive identity is that he becomes the beloved object of his superiors. That he adopts a junior position in front of those who are actually, junior. Yeah, the junior becomes senior and the senior becomes. This is so beautiful. This is the most attractive feature of God consciousness or religion. That God himself becomes the object of love and affection to such an extent that he becomes completely controlled by the love and affection of his devotees. So this is Raga Marga Bhakti Loka Korite Pracharam. This Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to distribute. He did not come to distribute Vaidhi Bhakti. And those who are telling, we are not qualified to think even about Raga Marga Bhakti. We should keep it far, far away and just simply engage in the activities without thinking, without wondering even that ever we will be, because we are so fallen. Our Guru Maharaj telling, and our acharyas also telling them, they are not able to appreciate the gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is such that it is possible, even for the most unqualified, those who are most wretched, to obtain this greatest treasure. If they develop a desire, everyone is legally able to develop desire. Even we may not be qualified, materially speaking. Our Gurudev always gave the example of the Princess of Wales. At that time, she was one of the most prominent, whatever, celebrities in the world. That was Princess Diana at that time. So he gave the example that although she is married with Prince Charles at that time, he said, any pauper in the street, he can have a desire, I want to marry Princess Diana. That desire is completely legal, and nobody can stop that. It may not be possible in reality, but the desire is, nobody can deny that. Similarly, for everyone who comes in contact with the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially who is becoming completely convinced, this is what Mahaprabhu came to distribute, this is what God Himself came to distribute. Raga, Marga, Bhakti. What is this Raga, Marga? I want to obtain this. I have a desire. I feel the urge, the inspiration. I want to obtain this. No matter I am qualified or not, by hook or by crook. Guru Maharaj is telling. But if we always consider, I am not qualified, I should follow the rules and regulations, I should follow the order of Shastra, then we are actually minimizing the golden gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are not properly appreciating what He has come. Still it is good, there is no harm, but we want to fully appreciate it. That's why we are discussing this most important topic, because the associates of Sri Krishna Himself, who have come along with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this world, especially Srila Rupa Goswami Pad and all Goswamis, they have done such a beautiful service that if we bypass them or not properly respect them, it is a great loss on our part. Our Guru Maharaj telling we must emphasize the teachings of Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunadas Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami, but especially Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunadas Goswami. Because Jiva Goswami, we may not properly be able, every one of us, to study all the beautiful scriptures. But the scriptures of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad and Srila Raghunadas Goswami, they are not so voluminous. And they have also, they contain the essence of all the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Especially Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. He has received so much blessings from all the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, that he was able to realize the wealth, the beauty, and the desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to distribute this process of Raga Marg, this process of spontaneous, loving devotion, under the guidance of, and as it is inspired by and experienced by the eternal associates of Sri Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. Now we are coming closer to the the crucial question that was asked yesterday. What is Kinkari? What is a Kinkari? I want to just say a little bit what I've heard from our Gurudev, what Maharaj will continue to elaborate very nicely on this topic. And also some of you may have searched today, anywhere, where we can find it. Then I will close my presentation here. But that thing which we discussed yesterday about Manjari, our Gurudev telling, although yesterday we heard a little bit that Manjari is very tender and soft and fragrant. Our Guru Maharaj telling that when the bee comes to the flower, each flower, Guru Maharaj telling, they have manjaris. Each creeper also, they have manjaris. When the bee lands on the flower, the bee is, we all know, I don't mention, the bee comes to the flower. And the bee wants to taste the honey of the flower. What happens? The manjari starts to tremble very, very nicely. So Gurudev telling, manjari, when the manjari experiences the act of the bee tasting the honey of the flower, it trembles in such a beautiful way that it becomes overjoyed to watch, to experience that meeting between the bee and the flower. So Gurudev is telling, Manjaris, they become so much overjoyed when the honeybee, Krishna, meets with Srimati Radharani. They become so much overjoyed that even what they experience, Srimati Radharani himself cannot experience. He's telling like that. That is a very special name it has. That is called Bhava Ulas. That is a very special, you call it, a speciality of the Manjaris. Then we heard yesterday that Palyadasi of Srimati Radhika, Kinkari is Palyadasi of Srimati Radhika, or Sakhi of... Now these things there, Maharaj did not agree, and also our Guru Varga does not agree. That it is not such a simple definition. Kinkari is very, very special. So they asked Gurudev, Gurudev asked the devotees who were in front of him, what is Kinkari? All devotees, they were all leaders within ISKCON. And he asked them, what is a Kinkari? And they could not understand what is Kinkari. They said, maidservant of Srimati Radharani, like yesterday we said also. We said, no, it is such a beautiful thing that you cannot explain it in English language. Still he mentioned something on Gurudev. He said that Kinkari is so soft, so fragrant, so gentle, that it is a very special mood and character. And that is the speciality of Manjaris, that they are called Kinkari, that by their beautiful, soft, fragrant and very affectionate character, their service, nobody is able to fathom the delicate and the beautiful nature of their service. And even Krishna, Srimati Radharani, they become overpowered by this beautiful service attitude. They don't want anything for themselves. They only want that the happiness of Shri Radha and Krishna should be increased. How beautiful, yesterday we touched upon that. Even though we discuss these things, we should not mistaken that we are qualified or we are able to imitate. But we must discuss these things in order that we develop an eagerness that I want to have that thing. By hook or by crook, somehow or other, I want to obtain that. And what is the process? Then, again, our Guru Varga says, we must obtain the process by studying very carefully the scriptures that have described this process. Especially the writings of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. That is called Ragavatma Chandrika. Very beautiful book. It is published. If we study that book, we cannot but become completely amazed that how it is possible that such a gift has been given to us and such an invitation. So we should not delay, especially we should not waste time arguing and debating and thinking that our minds can understand these things. We accept it that this is the invitation. This is the golden opportunity that has been granted to us. And if we do not take advantage of it now, there will come a day, one day in the future, that we will be able to appreciate it. So why not now? Isn't it? If you have a chance to receive that which is most attractive, then you think, oh, one day in the future. No, just now. We should try to obtain that. So beautiful, this process of obtaining the mood of, and that is the mood of our acharyas. Actually, this mood is completely personified and exhibited, and by their example, how they behaved in this world, and what is their real identity, and what are their real feelings. This is our wealth, that we can enter that. And if we enter that, then that is called Vishram Vena Guru Seva. If we try to understand the mellows that Sri Guru Padma is relishing, our Guru Maharaj and our or Guru Parampara Rupanuga Vaishnavas. What they are relishing? They are called Rasika Bhavuka Tattvakya Vaishnavas. They have realized, they are relishing within their heart, in their spiritual identity, these beautiful, loving exchanges. That is called the service, Nikunya Seva. Yeah? Every morning we sing, Nikunya you know, Ratike Rishya, Yayari Bir, Yukti, Rapexaniya, Tatrapi Dakshat, Ati Varavasya, Vande Guroshri. We are not just singing that because we make some theoretical or some formal. It is not a formality. If we deeply think about this and try to invite the mood, Gurudev is most expert. He is assisting in the pastimes which are most relishable by the divine couple, that is by Sri Krishna himself, who is himself completely pure, who is not in any way influenced by material thoughts, material ideas, material laws or influences. It is us who cannot appreciate this as long as we are identifying with this material body, mind, and intellect, and ego. But Sri Krishna is beyond all this, and he is completely able to experience the most pure and exalted and most esoteric transcendental happiness in that beautiful pastime that is called Nikunya Lila or Rasa Lila. Now, our opportunity is to desire, develop eagerness, to also assist Guru Parapadma. That's why Guru Parapadma has come in this world. Sri Krishna himself, suppose you have darshan of God. How beautiful that would be. But God cannot give this. God cannot give his own loving service mode. That can only be given by those who are possessing that most beautiful, loving service mode. And who is the best servant of all? Those who are bringing happiness to Sri Krishna, Srimati Radharani. She is the best. And better than her, for us, is that personality who is completely one, Tadatma, with Srimati Radharani. That is her Kinkari. That is Sri Guru Parapadma. And they have come in this world. For what reason? To share that. But few may be really interested in this. Still, we should consider ourselves that Gurudev has come in my life. He has come to Western world. He has come to the island of Maui, the island of Hilo, the island of Oahu, the island of Kauai. He has come here, Srila Prabhupada has come here to bring this greatest gift. So very, very, very valuable that this evening we are meeting and we are able to share this with each other. Now I'll stop my presentation. Now we will hear from Pujipat Bhakti Swarup Srila Maharaj more about Kinkari and the teachings of Sri Srila Rupa Goswami as imparted by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Vancha Kalpataru Yasya Vipasya Vedasya Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Oh, wow. Maharaj Kirtan, एक आप कीर्तन कीजिए, एक आप कीर्तन कीजिए, एक आप कीर्तन कीजिए। थोड़ा सा लोग फ्रेश हो।
Papa is always speaking in Hindi. He doesn't want that. He wants to. Okay, yes, speak.
नाम श्रेष्ठं मनुमपि सचिपुत्रमत्र स्वरूपं रूपं तस्याग्रजमुरुपुरीं माथुरीं गोष्ठवाटिं राधाकुण्डं गिरिवरमहो राधिका माधवासां प्राप्तो यस्य प्रथितकृपया श्रीगुरुं तं नतोऽस्मि। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवैभव पुरी गोस्वामी नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती नामिने। अजानुलम्बितभुजौ कनकावदातो संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ जुगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ। हीलोधुलितखेदया विशदया प्रुन्मीलदामोदया साम्यशास्त्रविवादया रसदया चितार्पितोन्मादया सस्वद्भक्तिविनोदया समदया माधुर्यमर्यादया श्रीचैतन्यदया निधे तव दया भूयादमन्दोदया। तस्या अपार रससार विलासमूर्तेः रानन्दकन्द परमाद्भुत सौख्यलक्ष्म्या ब्रह्मादिदुर्गमगति वृषभानुजाया कैङ्कर्यमेव मम जन्मनि जन्मनि स्यात्। तवैवास्मि तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे त्वं नय मां चरणान्तिकम्। हा देवी काकुभरगद्गदयाद्यवाच जाचे निपात्य भुवि दण्डवतोद्भटार्तिः अस्य प्रसादमबुधस्य जनस्य कृत्वा गन्धर्विके निजगणे गणनां विधेहि। राधे वृन्दावनाधीशे करुणामृतवाहिनी कृपया तव पादाब्जे दास्यं मह्यं प्रदीयताम्। हे देव हे दयित हे भुवनैकबन्धो हे कृष्ण हे चपल हे करुणैकसिन्धो हे नाथ हे रमण हे नयनाभिराम। हा कदा नु भवितासि पदं दृशोर्मे। नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नुमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुवितावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपम्। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्रीजीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ। आददान तृणं दन्तै हृदं जाचे पुनः पुनः श्रीमद्रूप पदाम्भोज धूलिश्यां जन्म जन्मनि। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। First of all, I offer my innumerable sashtang dandavas unto the lotus feet of my Guru Pada Padma. Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Ashtotra Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Maharaj and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sashtang dandavas unto the lotus feet of His Divine Grace Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Ashtotra Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sashtang dandavas unto the lotus feet of His Divine Grace Nityala Prishta Om Vishnupad Ashtotra Sata Sri Srimad A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sashtang dandavas unto the lotus feet of His Divine Grace Nityala Prishta Om Vishnupada Ashtotra Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable sashtang dandavas unto the lotus feet of Sripad Nrihari Prabhu, Sripad Krishna Kanti Prabhu, Sripad Vedanta Sutra Prabhu, Sripad Brajanath Prabhu, Sripad Gausundar Prabhu, Lakshmipati Prabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. Then to all present Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, Bhavatarinidis, then to all ladies and gentlemen, and pray the causeless mercy of all. Yesterday we were discussing about the glories of Manjaris, especially Rupa Manjari. But we could not discuss what is the meaning of Kinkari. So we took 24 hours to know this, what is the meaning of it. So after 24 hours, how could you realize it now? Now one speak. Who know now?
No.
What is the meaning of Kinkari? Bhavatanidi?
I I don't know, but what I read is that it has to come through bhajan, this realization, and then like Brajanath said, it's, well, Gurudev said that it's no way to translate such a beautiful word from Sanskrit to English. It's very soft, fragrant, and sweet, and it can only be understood through bhajan. And I was thinking while I was chanting, I was meditating, and like he said, that the manjaris were kinkaris, they're tadapika with Radharani. And I was also thinking that they serve like, some translation they say, oh, they're slaves, but they're maidservants, but they serve Radha like the hand serves the body, but with love and affection. And so they're like her limbs, and there's nothing in their life except serving Radha.
Yes, this is about the realization, but I am asking, what does it mean?
Yes, and then I wanted to look up the root to Kinkari in Sanskrit, but then I lost my glasses and I couldn't read.
Okay, then okay, now Josoda.
Well, what we read last night about that it was a mood that would only come from bhajan. So in my bhajan, I thought to go to Brahma Samhita, and in Brahma Samhita I read texts 3, 4, and 5. And even though I don't really have any understanding, I felt that I was getting close to understanding about the filament that the Kinkari, it's I just was understanding the luminosity of. I mean, I didn't really understand, but I knew where to go. But so maybe if I don't know if I was close in there, but I did read, and I was like, this is it, but I didn't really understand.
Okay.
I was wondering, what does the word or the syllable kin mean in Sanskrit and kari? In English, kin is like your blood relative. And you were explaining Srimad, and Mad, you said it's like this wine, and Orion, it's a word for a wine that causes madness. And the word in English, Mad and mad, are the same. So I was wondering if kin is similar to the English word kin.
Then who? Rajanath was asking Pankaj Guru.
Actually, I was also trying to search, but I couldn't find my glasses. So
Now he speaks in English. Now he speaks in English.
So yeah, actually, Maharaj, the same thing I was reading, but Brajnath Prabhu also read from the same article that like Gurudev is saying that Kinkari is something very soft, fragrant, very beautiful, cannot be explained in proper way. And one thing I've realized is that, I want to be your kinkar, your das. That's the realization which is coming right now. Beyond that, you can explain.
Then who knew now?
Pankaj wants to be a slave.
Yeah. He said kinkar. No slave. Then other one. Also, Guru, you realize something?
No, I didn't think about it today.
Oh, you were in different engagement.
Anytime.
Lakshmipati Guru? Krishnakanta Guru?
I couldn't remember the word. I remember trying to look it up and I couldn't remember the word. Exact word.
Nityananda Guru?
Never got
He's
it.
not looking around.
Vedanta Sutra Guru? Speak some from Vedanta, something. What is kinkar?
Oh, from what I understand, just like you said, fragrant, very the service attitude. It's a maid servant. Maid servant is the translation they give. There's no actual synonym in English.
Samapriya?
You know more.
I lost my glasses now.
Bhakta Adam Guru.
Very, very
All I know is that Kinkar is very far away from me, so I did not get very close to it.
Okay. And then Guru?
Well, I really truly lost my glasses.
Succeeding in making Maharaj laugh. He's laughing hard.
So really forget the law.
But so as far as we could read and understand was pretty much what the devotees have spoken about, how they are, but it seems that they're so close to Srimati Radhika that they anticipate what her needs are in order to serve Krishna.
Your name? I forgot your name?
Sorry.
Shintamani.
Chintamani?
Yeah, I didn't get to look it up today either, but the Kinkari is, from my understanding, another word for describing the Manjari. I like what Narihari said, how they are anticipating Radharani's needs and anticipating everything they will need, like an extension of themselves, working with nature and bringing all of the elements, everything that's needed together for a harmonious arrangement for the meeting of a divine couple in a very with a lot of ease, very ease. It is flowing. It is coming naturally, without thinking. Already, it's done. We're asking,
Okay, Sri. You?
I think it's, I don't know, I'm starting to speculate that it might mean loving devotion. Some kind of a devotional, pure love, devotion, service.
Chiranjeev Guru?
I wasn't looking up the word or anything, but I was just anticipating that I was going to get to hear about it tonight. I want to hear from you.
Yes.
I was thinking all day,
Okay.
you left us hanging last night. And so,
No, very good. So it is very important. Very important. So if it will go inside the heart, then it will helpful, at least. So now we are hanging 24 hours. So it will last long. This word you will not forget. So before end of life, if this remembrance is possible, the life successful.
We have to wait when it's enough to come back from the bathroom.
No, he already denied.
That's
Already denied. And then Jamuna? No. Brinda now. Brinda Leela Shakti. She should know this. She should know this.
Well, I was thinking of it all day, but you said it's something more specific than Manjari. So I could not get further than that because Manjari is so specific already. So there must be some Sanskrit term specifying that specific thing which is above my knowledge. But then Brajana Prabhu said he knows the answer, so I thought, well, okay, that's easy for me. At least I'm a half a plate. So.
What I could not understand.
Get some credit.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get some credit if he has the right answer.
Only if I do good things.
Yes. Yes. Then who more? Who rest? One more.
Yes. Nanda?
Actually, last night's program I wasn't able to attend. So
Oh.
I did not know that there was homework for everybody. might have researched if I'd known.
Yeah. So you?
Maharaj, I do not know, but it was entertaining to watch Baba Tarini and Pankaj and Yashoda debating last night on what they each thought it was. It was very entertaining, but me, I do not know.
No need to look in. But he already denied.
No, but now
And you all lost
listen
it.
very carefully.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we will do more
Yeah.
homework.
Yeah.
To remember, tomorrow we have to remember. Tonight we will hear, tomorrow we have to remember.
Oh, okay.
So don't forget this is very important. Why? Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Lalita Sakhira Ajogya Kinkari. This is our goal. Lalita Sakhira Ajogya Kinkari. So he used the word Kinkari. That is our goal. So we should know. What is the meaning of Kinkari? Kinkari means Kim Karomi, Kim Karishyadmi, Iti Jaha Vadati Smrati Sarvada Sa Kinkari. Kim Karomi, Kim Karomi, Kim Karomi, Kim Karishyami, Kim Karishyami, Kim Karishyami, Iti Sarvada Ja Vadati Smrati, Iti Kinkari. Yeah. Yeah. So, means who is Kinkari? Who is always 24 hours a day. Ready. 24 hours a day. Ready. What for? Kim Karomi, Kim Karomi. What I will do, what I will do, what I should do, what I should do my service. What is service for Radharani, my mistress? 24 hours who is ready for Radharani service. And Radharani service, because they have direct link with the Radharani. Through Radharani service, they will do Krishna service. So, 24 hours, they are ready. Kim Karomi, Kim Karomi. What I should do, what I should do, what is my service, what is my service, what need Radharani, what need Radharani. When Radharani will order, always 24 hours waiting for the order. Kim Karomi. What I will do, what Radharani order. What Radharani order they are doing and what Radharani will order again. One after one hour, 24 hours always busy. They have no time to think others. Always ready. Always ready. Kim Karomi. What I will do, what I will do, what I should do. What is my service now? And what service next time? After few minutes. What Radharani will order. Always waiting. What order of Radharani will come? Or Radharani is any associate like Lalita or Vijaga, any senior who will order to do any service of Radha Krishna, who are 24 hours a day ready only. They are Kinkari. Not like us now. If Gurudev, Vaishnava is ready, how we are trying to escape? So we are not Kinkara or Kinkari now.
I lost my glasses.
Huh?
Yes.
Sorry?
I lost my glasses.
Yeah. There is no chance of losing the glass. Kinkari never loses. And no chance of I could not study, I could not get. No chance. By hook or crook they will find out this. Because they know that this is my service I want to do for pleasure of my mistress, Radharani and Master Krishna. So no escape. They will have no escape and excuse. They are expert. That's why we are chanting what we don't understand, realize due to lack of blessing and lack of sincerity and lack of time to be realizing. But we are chanting every day. Nikunja Juna Ratikeli Siddhi. Nikunja Juna Ratikeli Siddhi. Jajali bhi. Chant this. Every day we are chanting. But what is the meaning of this? Nikunja Juna Ratikeli Siddhi. Jajali Jukti bhi Rapekhaniya. Tatrati Daksha Dativallavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanavidu. Gurudev is best king. Understand? We are reciting, but at the deepest meaning, crest jewel is inside the ocean. If we float on the waves and tide of ocean, we cannot find out the jewels. What is the name of ocean, you know, in Sanskrit? Huh? Samudra. Other? Sindhu. Other? Yes. More? This? Sindhu. Already gone. So we have to, unless, if we are only like what Dayanidhi Brahmachari, only surfing, then you cannot benefit, you will have to. Understand? So don't try to only surf, try to deep inside maybe, sometimes.
Don't go in the tunnel, go deep in the water.
Yeah. If you go deep, then tide will go out, no hurt you. When you are outside, then it can hurt you. When you will go down, it will go out. No hurting. So not always surfing, sometimes deep, sink inside. Then, yeah.
Dangerous animals
Yeah.
come to
Yeah.
capture us.
Yeah. So one name of ocean is all these answers and meanings what you explained, told, that is true. But there are more synonyms of ocean. One more. Unless you understand this, the name of ocean, then we can understand the name of the verse of Sansar Davanal also.
So that is Sindhu, the Samudra, Nidhi, Rasa Nidhi, Rasa Sindhu,
Rasabdhi, Abdhi. Ocean of Rasa means Rasabdhi. Yeah. More?
Sagar.
Huh?
Sagar.
Pankaj Prabhuji,
Andi Maharaj.
what is the main name of ocean?
Samudra.
Already spoken.
Samudra, Sindhu.
Already gone. You see,
He's Kinka. So
Kinka?
you have to find it.
Yes, Maharaj, I'll find it for you. Oh, my. Sagar.
I just
Sagar.
said that.
No, Sagar is different.
No, I said Sagar, I just said that.
I said that
Sorry?
earlier.
You said Sagar.
No,
Which is
I
like
said.
cigar.
My pronunciation maybe.
So you see, this Kinkari also like it depends, like ocean has many synonyms. Unless we know all each and every, you cannot apply all these in different positions. That's why, as more and more you can remember, it is more beneficial.
So what is the name for ocean that we are not saying?
No one able to speak anymore? Brindad, what is the name of ocean?
Well, I know many names.
How many?
Well, Ocean, that's Dutch.
No, Sanskrit. So, there is one name of ocean is Ratnakara. Yes. Yes. Ratnakara means Ratna plus Akara. Ratnakara means the source of all jewels. Source of all jewels. Don't think jewels are coming where from? It is inside the ocean. All valuable gems, pearls are inside ocean, but in deepest area. Not easily obtainable for everyone. Who can go inside and who has that instrument to go inside and who is able to find out, they can collect it. But who is only surfing like Dayanidhi Prabhu, they cannot get it. Because surfing is only outside and jewel is inside. Yeah. Those who can go inside, they can get jewel. But who are only surfing, sometimes if careless, then hurt. Like what happened, he is enjoying now. Now what is his condition now, swelling in the leg. So, Ratnagar means the source of, Akar means house, storage, source of all jewels. So, if we go inside the ocean, then we can get all valuable gems, pearls, jewelry from inside in the ocean. Similarly, in Sansara Davanala or Gurvastaka, we are chanting always. Every day, at least twice, morning Arati and sometime evening. The minimum once every day we are chanting before Mangala Arati. And Nikunja Juna Ratikali Siddhi. Jajali Vijuktivi Rapekshaniya Tatrati Dakhya Dativallavasya Bande Guru Sri Charanarvinda. What is meaning of this? Nikunja Juna. Nikunja Juna means what is it meaning? This is like ocean in every verse of Gurvastaka. But as more and more go inside, you will find the jewel, jewels. Yes. But if you float like in a surf, then you cannot get it. Similarly, only if we recite externally, memorize and recite only, then we cannot go get the jewels inside this verse. Yeah, like a formality. It is very easy to memorize because Gurvastaka only consists of 9 verses. So those who are expert, they can memorize within 1-2 days. And those who have no good memory, no intelligence more also, but if they try little, in few days they can memorize. This is not big problem. But to understand what jewel inside this verse, not easy. Unless go inside, under guidance and blessings of Guru, Vaishnava, Mahaprabhu and their associates. Then only, if we don't go inside, then we can read. For example, if you only swim or bathe or surf outside the tide and waves of the ocean, then we may get something, some happiness. But you cannot be benefited more. Who will be benefited more? Who will go inside and collect some jewel. Then if he is able to collect some jewels, his whole life will have no problem. Why? He will get crores, million dollars. They are very valuable. So that whole life he will have no problem at all. You can purchase how valuable car may be, you can purchase. And you can construct luxurious building, etc. So your all wantings will be fulfilled. Who can fulfill? Who has this jewel inside? Who can go inside? But who cannot go, but he can get something, some happiness of bathing, some happiness of swimming, some happiness of surfing like Dayananda Guru. So he is getting some happiness, that's why he is going. It does not mean that it has no happiness at all. Some happiness is there. But it will be only limited. He cannot make his life successful and blissful for whole life because he needs other things. But if you go inside and collect some jewel, your all material problems will be solved. You will have no poverty, no scarcity of anything. So your tension will be minimized. And you can eat peacefully without any problem, you can stay peacefully, you can drive peacefully with nice cars, etc. Similarly, if we float and swim and surf like on the ocean, on the wave and tide, then also we can get something because it will not go vain at all. Because we are reciting. So recitation has some value. And recitation has some proofs. So it is a proverb in English that something is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. Like one who is not reciting and chanting Gurvastaka, he cannot get anything. He cannot get anything. But who is reciting, he will get something. So it is always true that something is better than nothing. But who goes inside and collect the jewel, he will be superior and more beneficial. Similarly, who will go inside the verse and to understand what is the meaning, then immediately it will inject inside heart, realization will come out. Because when you know the meaning, you are always, that image will come inside heart. But if you don't understand, image cannot come, realization cannot come easily. After a long time recitation, some image, some realization will come. That's why we that recitation, studying, it should be done under guidance of Guru and Vaishnavas. We ourselves cannot get this. Why? This is not our property, this is their property. That's why it is said in scripture, our acharyas, Jaho Bhagavad Pada Vaishnava Rastane, Ekanta Ashraya Kara Chaitanya Charan. That's why we should study Bhagavatam and all scriptures, revealed scriptures, transcendental scriptures, under guidance of Vaishnavas and Guru. And we should take shelter at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by their blessing and guidance. Then realization will come. Similarly, all these verses, we can memorize ourselves, we can recite, but without the blessings of Guru and Vaishnavas, we cannot realize this, we cannot know the real proper meaning. What is inside, what kind of jewel inside all these verses, we cannot understand and we cannot realize unless they bless. And we should seek their blessing. Then only realization will come immediately. Otherwise, recitations will not go vain, but it will take long time to give the realization. But with meaning, if we recite immediately, you will have some feeling. For example, you all of you have experience. Which verses you are able to understand the meaning, when you remember reciting, you will feel something, and you, that image, that form, quality, a pastime will manifest inside you. You can see. For example, one devotee who is neophyte, who had not gone to see Vrindavan, and who does not know what is the meaning of Vrindavan. But by association of devotees, he came to know there is Vrindavan word, and he is reading Vrindavan. So now he is able to know the word Vrindavan, but he does not know the meaning, and he have not seen Vrindavan. He had not gone to Vrindavan in India. So when he read Vrindavan word, he cannot imagine anything. But who has gone, if you recite Vrindavan, immediately that Vrindavan will come inside your heart. You can remember. And immediately go, where is Gopinath Bhavan? Immediately. Where is Imiltala? Where is Jamuna? Where is Radhakund? Where is Samud? Automatically, no need to think of it. When you start Vrindavan, automatically mind will go to Vrindavan. See. This is called realization. This is a normal realization. If you go deeper, newer and newer Vrindavan will manifest. Which kind of Vrindavan we are now looking, it is not a proper Vrindavan. It is covered by Maya. Real Vrindavan will manifest when we will be purified. As more and more we will be purified, more and more real proper Vrindavan will manifest. But there is one curtain of Maya now, between our eye and Vrindavan. So when as more and more we will practice, and more we will be qualified to attain blessings of Gurudev and Vaishnavas and Radharani Mahaprabhu, then Maya will take out the cover more and more. Then we can able to see more and more real Vrindavan. And once we see real Vrindavan, we cannot give up that. Now we have no opportunity to see real Vrindavan, that's why we are going and attracting again Maya and coming. But one who sees real Vrindavan, he will surrender there. He will not give up that place. It is so attractive, which we can imagine now. After only looking, we can have that experience. So similarly, in everything has a deepest realization, deepest meaning. And it is only possible by blessings of Gurudev and Vaishnavas. So every day we should pray the Vaishnava Vandana, Vaishnava prayers, whether by in the form of songs, whether it is Bengali or Hindi, Sanskrit, whatever may be, or in the form of ashtakas, etc. What is instructed by our Gurudev, Acharyas, Vaishnavas, that's why our Guru Parampara, they taught us Every day we should pray to Vaishnava. Every day we should pray to Gurudev, Nityananda Guru, Radharani, Krishna to attract their mercy. One who does this, sure he will be improved. One who does not do, mercy will not come to him. Why? Who will sleep, he cannot get anything. Who will do something, he will get something. So we should not be lazy for sadhana. We are unable to realize this. This human body is very, very valuable. Deva Dullava Tanu, this in Sanskrit, in Bhagavatam it says. Deva Dullava. This body which we have attained, this is very, very rare to for demigods also. Demigods are desires of this body. Why? What can give you this body, demigods body cannot give. Because demigods body is such a body which you can enjoy what you have done in your previous life. What you have done before, you are only enjoying that. But in this human body, what you have done you can enjoy, you can create something new. Yeah? Huh? No. No. Yeah. So there is no new creation possible. But in human world, you can enjoy what you have done before, you can create new thing more. But demigods body you cannot. To create new, you have to come again here, in earth planet. That is why Aho Amisham Kimakajakaram means demigods are thinking, oh, how fortunate and glorious the living entities, especially human being in this earth planet. So we are so unfortunate. That's why they are desiring to take birth in earth planet. Why? They have to pray to Krishna to go to celestial planet. But Krishna never goes there. If they are desirous to see Krishna, they are bound to come to Vrindavan. The Indra came, Brahma came. Yes, Lord Brahma also.
Wants to go to the planet of Lord Vishnu.
Yes, wherever he wants. But Vishnu, they will not come there. But Krishna, you need not go there. Krishna will come to Vrindavan. You need not go there. Mahaprabhu will come to Mayapur. Just wait with patience. Just lay down in Vrindavan. And wait, one day Krishna will come. So this is the glorious place. This earth planet is glorious in the whole universe. And we are very fortunate that Krishna granted our life in this, birth in this earth planet. But we should take the advantage of this properly. Otherwise we are very full. And who can take the advantage of this? He is most intelligent. And who can try to take the advantage of this human form in this life only, then he is most and most intelligent. And who is taking few births more, then he is not most intelligent. So, who is most intelligent? Who knows the value of this and tries to utilize properly and tries to acquire the goal as quick as possible. He is most intelligent. In scripture, Krishna told himself, Esam buddhimatam buddhi, manishi cha manishina. So he is the greatest intelligent person who can acquire the valuable jewel by this temporary body, which has no value. If you try to explain, Rajnath Prabhu listened. In Paris, I gave one class only for this verse. Yeah, Italy also. But I am not going to explain that. The purpose of speaking is, he is most intelligent who can acquire the valuable jewel in exchange of valueless body. This body is valueless. Now, if one dies, nobody will touch this because it will be decomposed. And if you send someone, sell, do you purchase? Then he will. Are you crazy? If one dead body you want to sell, nobody will purchase. You have to, yes, but that one you have to give money. Nobody will purchase. You have to give money. Free of cost also nobody will take. You have to give money. So it means it has no value. But still it can give you valuable gem like Krishna and his friend, Radharani and her friend. So who can do this? He is most intelligent because with valueless body, who can get the most valuable object which is Radha Rani's prem or Krishna prem, he is most intelligent. And who could not do, he is most who is most fool also. So we should realize this and try to acquire as more as possible. Then only we are really understood and properly utilizing our valuable human proper life. Then Guru, Vaishnava, they will be pleased and our life will be successful and blissful. So, Nikunja Juna, what is Nikunja you know? All of you. Juno. Nikunja Juno means? Sorry?
The crows, the kunja, the...
No. Now, Pankaj Guru going, huh? Try to hide
He's like King Kong.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah. But always ready when asking is not ready. Means Kinkari and Kinkar, they are 24 hours a day ready.
Yeah.
They have no fear and they have no tendency of escaping or excusing. In their tendency not this. Then only Kinkar and Kinkari. And who is trying to hide, who is trying to escape, who is trying to excuse, then no Kinkar and no Kinkari. So Kinkari post is not easy. Kinkari post is our destination. So Manjari is Kinkari also.
First we must become King Kong.
Yeah. When Gurudev is Kinkar, then Kinkari will be promoted. So in this verse, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said that Nikunja Juna. Nikunja means very confidential grove of Vrindavan. There are many groves, not only one. Kunja is ordinary. Nikunja is better than ordinary. And Nibruta Nikunja. Nibruta means very, very solitary. No one has access there except Manjari. No, all are not allowed. Nibruta Nikunja. Nibruta means very lonely. Where you find only divine couple. Secluded. So, Nikunja, that is Nikunja. Kunja is ordinary group of Vrindavan, everywhere, which is very common everywhere. So, it is Nikunja, means in very, very sacred and transcendental and special grove of Vrindavan, where divine couple are relishing their sweet pastimes. Juno means divine couple. Juno in Sanskrit. Jugal. Not only Jugal, youthful Jugal. Because there are Jugal means two. So Jugal and different, we should mark the difference. Jugal means two. For example, Nihari Prabhu and Bhavatani, we can say Jugal. But no Juno. Juno is youthful. Now they are not young. Pankaj and Jamuna, Juno now. Yeah. So, so Juno means the transcendental, youthful, divine couple. That is Radha and Krishna. So Nikunja Juno, you see how deepest jewels are there. Only we are saying Nikunja Juno, but what deepest meaning inside? Nikunja Juno is very, very solitary and transcendental, very powerful, which cannot be entered by everyone. Confidential, very, very. And there who are present? Juno means very youthful divine couple, that is Radha Krishna. So Nikunja Juno, Rati Kali, then what they are doing? Rati. Rati means their confidential pastimes. In Sanskrit, Rati is called confidential pastimes of divine couple. Rati Kali means different pastimes. Because there are many different pastimes. And all are coming in the category of Rati.
Rati also means night?
Huh? No.
Or
No. Rati means conjugal affairs.
Ratri is night.
Ratri, that is Ratri, no Rati. So one alphabet will change the meaning. So Nikunja Juna Rati Kali Siddhi means Siddhai, for perfection.
Rati also means very transcendental attachment.
That is different, but here Keli means different pastimes of conjugal pastimes. Rati has bhav also different meaning, different. Here Rati Keli means conjugal affairs of divine couple. Yeah. So Nikunja Juna Rati Keli Siddhi means to make perfect all the necessities of different pastimes of conjugal pastimes of divine couple in Nivruta Kunja. Jada Siddhi means to make it perfect without any problem, without failing, without delay, in appropriate time, in appropriate order, in appropriate satisfaction of divine couple. Siddhi Jaja Alibhi. Jaja means which. Alibhi means all by Sakhis. Like Lalita, Vishakha, Chitra, Champalata, Indureka, Rangadevi, Sudevi. All these are called Ali. Ali means Sakhis in Sanskrit. Ali means Sakhi. So, what is needed and ordered by Lalita? What is needed ordered by Vishakha? What is ordered by all these prominent Sakhis? And what they want for the pleasure of divine couple? What is their arrangement and how to do? Even sometimes Lalita Vishakha, they are due to different tension, they are for some time not expert, but who is expert? Ati Daksha. Daksha means very expert. Because Lalita Vishakha, they have different orders, different things. But these particular manjaris, kinkaris are fixed, very expert. So, Nikunja Juna Rati Keli Siddhi Jaja Ali Bhi Jukti Bhi. Jukti Bhi means by proper decision, proper thinking, proper manner, Daksha. Very expert how to do. Means how Radharani will be pleased, how Krishna will be pleased, what is necessary this time what is necessary for divine couple. This is which place is appropriate for divine couple. Like this. Because they are very, very expert. Because when midday, that time we will be different arrangement. Otherwise Jatila will create very big problem. So that time only particular meant for what is it? Sujukund and Radhakund. But if midday time, if you will place to go Jugal Kisar or divine couple in other place, big problem will come. Because other time, Radha Krishna are not allowed to go other place. Otherwise, Jatila, Kutila, Abhimanyu, they will come and catch. Yeah. But in midday, they will not come. If come also, no problem. Why? Permission is there for worshipping the sun god. So, Jatila has no problem. Now my daughter-in-law went to worship sun god for long span of life of my son. So, no good. No bad. Very good. So, no tension to catch. No doubt at all. So, all Sakhis, Manjaris, they are very expert. At which time, in which grove or kunja, divine couple should present and what is necessary for them, who are very expert. Ati Daksha, who are Ati means excessively, extremely. Daksha means very expert. Vande Guru Si Charanam. He is saying that Gurudev, I offer my humble obeisances at the lotus feet of that Gurudev who is expert about it. And who is he or she is Kinkari. So our Guru Vargas are one Kinkari or Manjari. Kinkari also Manjari. So this is the meaning of Kinkari. Understood? This is the meaning of Kinkari.
That means that Shaka cannot go there.
All Sakhas are not.
They don't go inside, right?
All Sakhas are not always. Only Subal has some access. Subal.
Limited.
Yeah, limited access, not everything.
So outside you can pull on the cord.
Yeah. No other Sakhas have access. Only special Subal. Subal has access for particular pastime.
But it is no particular.
No.
So the idea that other sakas have access is incorrect.
No, all sakas have no access. They will outside. When Radharani and others come in, they will go away. They will go away. Only Subal can stay. Madhumangal little close to Subal more. Yes. Madhumangal and Subal is a most access. Then near to Subal is Madhumangal, others no.
So
Subal is also brother of
Sorry? Yes.
Brother of Radha.
No, brother of Radharani is not sufficient.
Acha.
Brother of Radharani is not sufficient.
Sorry, Sridham.
Siddham.
So
And brother of Radharani is not sufficient. Mood
So
and
the-
qualification.
So the idea that someone as a saka can go into the kunja is erroneous because they would have to become subal, right?
Sorry?
You can't, like, we want to do different services, but we aren't trying to become one of the manjaris or one of the sakas or sakis. But the idea that you can do service in the kunjas as a saka, you would have to become subal, you're saying. No one else can go in.
You cannot become.
Become
If
subal.
you are a follower of Subal,
Hmm.
you cannot enter only Subal.
Yeah.
And even Subal
Yeah.
cannot experience
Yes.
the mood
Yes.
because he has no pariki about
No. Only Subal can. His servants no.
What service Subal is doing?
Assisting in the different pastimes, conjugal, even some conjugal pastimes of Radha Krishna, he is assisting. He is making arrangement, helping.
Okay, like.
But he's not in
For example, when Radharani is desirous of meeting with Krishna, and Krishna is very desirous to meet with Radharani, but no possibility is there. Why? Very strict is Jatila, and very strict Kutila and Abhimanyu. But desire is so eager that it cannot be stopped. Then what to do? Hopeless. In this condition, Krishna is desirous of meeting with Radharani, Radharani is desirous of meeting with Krishna, and desire cannot be stopped. So eager and so extreme position.
Bifal.
Huh?
Bifal Kund.
Huh?
Bifal Kund ki katha, right?
Because different. When in this condition, Subal has a role to help.
Is that when the calf,
Yeah. He takes the calf and exchange with Radharani, the dress.
they change
So
the...
Yeah.
they look
Yeah.
their face.
Yeah. Then nobody, Jatila, Kutila, nobody can able to know.
Who is
Subal going to Radharani's place. So Jatila knows that Subal has no problem with. So welcome. Then Subal going inside Radharani's room, then changing the dress. Then Radharani becoming Subal and to taking the calf, so that Jatila is unable to know that she is Radharani. Jatila thinking that she is Subal.
Subal and Radharani, they look like.
Look similar.
Very similar.
Body complexion and face, everything is similar. So this role can be done by Subal, not by everyone. Because if everyone tries, Jatila and Kutila will catch. So this is the significance of Kinkari. And what time now?
8:58.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Maharaj, one time, so this is a way to confirm that our Guru Bhagavats, our spiritual masters, are Kinkaris, are
Yes.
Manjaris.
Yes.
They're not Sakas.
Yes, mostly our Kinkari. Our Guru Vargas, what they instructed us, mostly we have listened about Kinkari.
Srila Gurudev.
Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur,
Yeah.
he said, Toma Lalita Sakhira Ajogya Kinkari.
Kamala.
Oh. Yes.
Srila Gurudev actually, one time in the North Shore, we were discussing this because my brother had written a book about that the spiritual master is a Saka. And so Shamarani at that time, Shamarani Didi was there and she spoke and corrected the misconceptions, and Gurudev wanted to know what she had said. But he quoted this verse. We were quoting about why did Srila Prabhupada would give us Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the samsara purpose. Rupastakam,
Yes.
and in which Nikundaganava
Yes.
So another evidence of like confirming
Yes.
that they are,
Yes.
that he is.
Yes. So, we'll stop here.
I have a question.
Question?
Yeah.
Any
you said that-
newcomer?
Huh?
Any newcomer questions?
Any question more?
From newcomer. There's so many new devotees.
Yes.
They want to ask some questions.
Yes.
Which question?
He's new devotee.
I
New,
was asking
yes.
like any new person who has come, they want
Yes,
to
yes, Kas.
It's a show.
All are welcome. All are welcome to ask question. No problem.
Winnie's very interested in the book, so afterwards she would like to pick a book, so I said we'd be happy to give her a book.
Okay. Thank you.
If we have no sufficient guidance or ideal association, then we may speculate.
Yes.
And we think,
Very big chance of speculation.
yeah, we think Gurudev, he came, and he said something, and Gurudev not present, and then we start to speculate,
Yeah, yeah,
Gurudev meaning like this,
Yes.
Gurudev is Sakar,
Yeah.
Gurudev,
Yes. Then speculation will create a big problem.
yeah.
Yes. Because it depends upon our mood and consciousness and realization. It will our destination will be decided. जंग जंग वापी स्वरण भावन त्यजतन्ते कलेवरम तम तम एव एति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावम्. At the time of death, it will be decided in which consciousness we are. That will take us for next destination.
And those who are fully absorbed in bhakti, they have realized they are not ordinary, they are Mahabhagavad.
Yeah.
Our Gurudev used to tell, if anyone came with some type of new speculation, that maybe Gurudev or vibration disturbed me.
Yes.
What you think you should think,
Yes.
what is your speaker,
Yes.
but not disturb me.
No, that is not no speculation necessary.
Don't try to convince me about all this.
Aprakrita vastu prakrita gocharam. We are in the platform of practice now. We are in material platform. We are trying to see transcendental. How it is possible? First make ourselves in to place or to present in the transcendental platform.
Just realize your
Yes.
own swarup.
Yes.
Then you can
Yes. So for this appropriate Shuddha sadhana is necessary. Then Guru Vaishnava they will bless. By their blessing it is possible. By our material vision and speculation we cannot judge. Then by speculation we create a big problem. Because what is not we can, that is called Maya. What is the meaning of Maya? Ma-ja Maya. Ma means which is not. Ja means ja. What which is not, if we think that, that is Maya. What is the meaning? Anaya miyatiti Maya. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhu said, Anaya miyatiti Maya, ma-ja. There is two meaning of Maya. Means that is Maya when we are going to measure the transcendental object by material object. Then it is Maya. And Maja, what is not, if we think that, that is also Maya. So it is one Maya. These all are Maya. So no speculation.
But so many books are published.
Yes.
nowadays.
Yes.
And those who are writing, we have no any confirmation that
Really,
they are out of Maya.
really, who scripture will benefit the world? Who is realized? If he is realized person, if he writes, then all will benefit. But a speculator person cannot benefit.
And who's realized, they will always agree with each other. They will never make some new.
No. You see, all scriptures compiled by whom? Only realized persons. Not by everyone.
But nowadays, everyone can publish
Yeah.
a book.
Because this is Kali, what to do? No. This is Kali.
How long those things will last? What we have from
No.
realized
This will not
souls.
last long.
Right.
At proper time, Mahaprabhu will stop this. And proper person will come.
I was still wondering on Kinkari, is there any, like, word in English to describe the different phases of the word, like kin, does that have a meaning, and kari or kar?
Yes, but by English meaning you cannot, it will become different. different meaning.
So there's
Because
nothing
Kinkari
similar.
is not English meaning. So if you put English words, then meaning will be different.
No, I meant the Sanskrit. Is there a word in Sanskrit that
Yes.
is kin?
No, Kim plus Kari.
Oh,
Two
okay.
meaning. Kim plus Kari. Kim means what? Kim means what?
What?
Yeah. Kari means what I will do.
What I will do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. This is called Kim
I
Kari.
didn't understand.
In English, we have one word which is called uni. Uni, yeah, that's true. The uni who is always, you have to always keep it busy.
Maharaj, is it true you're from Orissa? I was wondering if you could speak a little bit of the glories of Puri, Dam, and wait, and Rath Yatra. And you spoke some of, you're talking about Guru Vastatam and reading the scriptures and all these things we must do and what we can gain from doing these things. And I'm very interested because I myself have experienced, and so I'm interested for like my Didi here who's somewhat new to this, to hear of the glories of the Rath Yatra and what Sudarshan Chakra can give. Because in this day and age we can lose our glasses and we can this and that with the book, but you know what this can give. So if you could share a little
Yes,
bit.
about glory, now already time late, about glories of Rath Yatra and Jagannath Puri, I spoke in New Braj 1 week.
Oh.
You can take that video is there recorded.
On YouTube, it's there on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
On YouTube.
YouTube, you listen, you can get
3-hour class,
in detail, 7 weeks.
classes.
7 days. So now if I speak only 5-10 minutes, so you cannot understand all. But in New Braj, I spoke almost 2 hours every day. 2 hours continuously for 1 week. So you can get at least 15 hours. 15 hours about glories of Rath Yatra and Puri.
Yes.
So there you are sufficient.
Maharaj, next year, Maui Rath Yatra, under your guidance.
Yes. Yeah. Please.
Maharaj will need at least one kinkar.
But this thing
This is what you can do.
This thing are running when asking running.
You don't rely
Yeah. Kinkar should be ready. Kinkar should be.
Now I understand the word, I will be ready.
Kinkar should be ready. Kinkar should be ready, no fear, no escape.
Do we get points for being too busy to look up King Cody?
Sorry?
No. Points for you too.
Yeah.
Because we were too busy to look up King Cody. She was so busy.
Too busy serving
Or so busy to do what to do.
Yeah. Okay, but now that's why for you we presented, no problem. So you no need to search now.
He had a question.
What? Who are you?
He lifted up his hand.
Yes, ask.
What is the most favorite book you've ever read?
Most favorable?
Favorite book. What's your favorite book?
Mine.
Your favorite
What
one.
do you like best?
Many, not only one. Not only one.
The first one that comes to your mind.
Oh, because before we are becoming devotee. Before becoming devotee, I started Bhagavad Gita. Of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
Here you go.
So my devotion started from that.
Or the full version.
From Bhagavad Gita. Of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
Maharaj, just a question. Pankaj doesn't mind. But you know, you said the prayers are so important for
Sorry?
all of us. To pray
Yes.
is so important to understand its meaning. But I know every one of us has a language barrier. Sanskrit, Bengali.
That's why.
And then English is very limited.
Translation.
And we only have a songbook which has just one word. So it's a big handicap. So how can we overcome this handicap?
Then the process is just you try to continue the recitation and pray to Gurudev and Vaishnavas, and where opportunity there to understand, who can speak you and make you understand, just take the help. But continue the recitation because बोधादपि गरी आवृत्ति सर्वशास्त्राणां बोधादपि गरीयसी आवृत्ति सर्वशास्त्राणां बोधादपि गरीयसी. If you recite the scriptures, verses, ashtakas, songs, in future time will come, you can understand automatically.
Even like we do like a parrot, we don't know really what it means, just recite it.
No, like parrot also it is not appropriate because parrot is reciting the material word, that will not help. But the recitation of ashtaka, nama, scripture, these are transcendental sound. So they will manifest automatically in future. Yes. Sorry? Yes. Yes. So if we don't understand the meaning also, if we recite, when they are happy by our sincerity and the nishtha for recitation, then they will manifest their meaning slowly. If we have no opportunity, but a quicker result will be if we have any Vaishnava, realized Vaishnava who can bless and make the meaning, then very quick. Otherwise it will take time. Because te punanti urukalena dasanadeva sadhava. Te punanti urukalena dasanadeva sadhava. If we worship the deity, we will get perfection after a long time. Because they will not speak you. Whatever you do, they will stand and accept. But dasanadeva sadhava, if you see the Vaishnava, pure Vaishnava, only by vision you will be purified. And immediate action will come. This is the difference. So if we have opportunity of Vaishnava and Sadhu and Guru, then by their blessing and their guidance, we can reveal immediately. Otherwise, if no opportunity, then it will take time, we have to continue. But possible in future. But who does not recite at all, he cannot get. Because no blessing.
Yes, Maharaj, I have a question. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I understand correctly. You were speaking about the demigods and how they couldn't attain Krishna, that they actually have to come back and take birth as a human and to come in contact with a pure devotee. And we see and we understand demigods, they own their own planets, they're so much power, but they cannot receive Krishna's mercy. So do demigods, do they have the word we've been talking about all evening, do they have this, what can I do? How can I get Krishna's mercy? How can I, do they have this mood in their heart?
No. They have not this.
No.
They have
So
only
then
mood.
how will they know that they want to come back to be a human?
No, they have this mood only. Krishna appointed them as a post in the celestial planet. So Indra is authorized to rule the celestial planet. So they are sometimes, not always, mostly engaged in sense gratification. So they are sometimes remembering the post and duty as a duty, not like kinkar.
Sometimes they become a little
Obligation.
bewildered.
Yes.
But I am
Yes.
so
Yes.
powerful.
Yes. In spite of becoming kinkar, sometimes they want to become master. So, understand what is the difference of kinkar and a demigod? You listen. If you stay in celestial planet, then in spite of thinking kinkar, you will think I am master. And Indra did this. Indra wanted to kill Brajavasis. It is not duty of kinkar of Krishna. Kinkar never does this. Because it is the symptom of and influence of celestial planet. That there you cannot promote your mind. There you can degrade only. What you have done, that pious activities, you will enjoy that. After enjoyment finish, you will fall down automatically. So,
automatic.
Yeah. Shriya Punya Martilukim. Now we will stop. Vancha Kalodaravecha Krupas Nivajapatidanam Pavanyo Vaishnavyo.
But I was thinking.
You are already legal.
So he's Devata, I'm Kinkar.
I don't have a one membership. They sing it, I just listen.
Yes.
Favorite for you?
Shri Krishna Chaitanya